To most people, the images and descriptions you are about to see are shocking, but sadly to the police and other emergency services who deal with fatal road traffic collisions, they are an unpleasant part of the job. No police officer wants to knock on someone's door to tell them that their loved one has been killed by a drink driver, or to deal with the carnage at the scene of a fatal collision. I want people to watch this and to be shocked and upset by what they see and hear. It's the only way to make some people take notice and to realise that drink driving is not acceptable and the consequences can be fatal. If we stop just one person from drinking and driving as a result of hearing from Lindsay and PC Darren Mitchell, then it will have been a success.
I've got quite clear recollections of what happened that day. It started off with a knock on the door from a police officer.
Knocked on the door and she thought I was there just to talk about the noise from the party the night before.
He said that he was afraid to say that there'd been an accident involving a blue Fiat, and they believed that the people within the car were my parents. He said that the male driver of the car was sadly dead and that the female was still alive but seriously ill, and she'd been taken to the Leeds General Infirmary. I was escorted into a family room, where I was asked to take a seat for a few moments, and it was at that point that I was told that my mum had died as well. I had a drink, and then they asked me if I'd go. I had to formally identify my mum's body, and they opened the curtains and there she was. I remember saying, "Oh Mum," and they pulled me up a chair and said that I could touch her if I wanted to, and I held her hand and it was cold. I'd also been told during this period that I wasn't permitted to see my dad, and I couldn't formally identify him because of the nature of his injuries. I can remember going into the house, actually on the day of the accident, and it just felt like the world had stopped and it was standing still and that they were going to come back. I know now that the gentleman drove into the back of Mum and Dad's car. Mum and Dad were driving between 50 and 60 miles an hour on the dual carriageway, and the man drove into the back of their car at speeds in excess of 100 miles an hour, which caused my dad to hit the curb, and I think his car apparently went about 10 foot in the air and cartwheeled down the embankment. This man's taken 2 lives and he's ruined other lives forever.
There's no need to get in a car after drinking, but driving like he did, twice over the legal limit, and driving at speed as well, it's just stupidity.
Think before you have a drink. You might not even know that you are over the limit, particularly if you are driving the morning after. But always be cautious, and if in doubt, don't drive at all.